I have been using Chris Broussard to pump me up for years, all my family functions. But what if you're not like me? Broussard, you know what I'm talking about. What if you're not lucky to have Broussard announcing your name at the Passover Seder every year, which, by the way, you do a great job announcing me, and then I walk into my parents. They love it. Well, if you don't have a hype man like I have Chris Broussard, you should be the hype man in your life. Take a listen to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together. Now hitting from the big town of Dallas, Georgia, #1, University of North Georgia alumni, myself.
Guys, announcing yourself at the plate is a boss move. Hey, now batting third, medium height, nicely built, great hair, decent swing, #1 in your playbooks, #1 in your heart. It's me. It's me. It's me. Who can guess how I'm starting the show tomorrow morning?
How do you find these videos,
They're all
Jenna?
me. It's the same thing. I look for things that are attracted to me. Things like being your own hype man, because no one else will do it for you. Kevin Wilde.
Oh, I got you. I got your back.
Trey Young playing this summer league.
I know you do.
Spoiler alert, here's his tweet. When you talk that poop emoji, just know you've got to back it up with me.
No,
this is for the
that's
city.
not what it
That's city
says.
being
Say it.
Oklahoma City. Here's the video. Yeah, that's what it says. Here's the video. So Trey's talking to the defender. Defender starts talking trash. Broussard, unpopular but true take I'm about to deliver. You don't need to back it up. I am a team defender. Yeah, so he got cooked by Trey Young in a gym that has Trey Young's name on the floor. Why not talk trash? Give it a shot. If you get cooked by Trey Young, guess what? So did New York and so did Milwaukee. Like, Drew Holiday couldn't shut down Trey Young. If you can't shut down Trey Young and you're just a normal guy playing, no big deal. If you do shut down Trey Young, you're an all-time legend forever. So, I know everyone's like, I can't talk trash to Trey Young. I totally disagree. The next time I play against Trey Young, I'm just going to be chat the whole time. If you play Trey Young, talk trash to him. Do you agree with that take?
I'm actually with you because you only have to really back it up when you're playing against guys that are worse than you. Because then you better back it up, right? If you talk trash to somebody that's worse than you and they school you, you're in trouble. But if they're better than you, hey, yeah, talk away. Nobody expect you got nothing to lose. All right? And so, yeah, I'm with that. And I tell you what, Wiles, too. Team USA could have used some of this. I get it that those aren't the all-world defenders of France and Nigeria that Trey's playing against. But still, they could use his playmaking and his heart on Team USA. And he was dying to play for him.
Baby three-point line.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You have Dame. You have other guys. The team was built for shooting.
But Dame's not the playmaker. Trey is a playmaker.
By the way, Jenna, I know we're talking football today, but I would love to talk about that. What are you talking about? Oh, my goodness.
I'm hyping her up.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
Stick to football, Chris.
I didn't even read it yet. I didn't even read it yet. And he's already hyping me. I love that guy. Time for In or Out, brought to you by Midas for tires, brakes, oil, everything. Request your appointment at Midas.com today. We're talking Davante Adams now. The Aaron Rodgers drama kind of put Adams in a holding pattern as far as the contract extension goes. But now with Rodgers back in, reports out there that Adams is open to talking a new deal with Green Bay. So, Brandon, you in or out on Davante Adams signing an extension now that Aaron Rodgers has smoothed things over with Green Bay, at least for the time being?
What? Yeah, we're talking about a couple of months smoothing things over. I'm out on this. No, Davante, don't do it. You're turning 29 in December. You still have another big contract left in you. You still have probably 5 or 6 years if you take care of yourself to play at a high level. Look, you guys created these themes months ago. Stick with the themes. The Last Dance. You guys are comparing your general manager, Brian Gutekunst, to Jerry Krause. You're talking about this being it. So why would you go do that? Also, the other theme out there is is what's his name? Tom Brady, the GOAT. Yeah, Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. And what happened? He went down to Tampa and he brought his guys. He brought AB. He brought Gronk. So you do the same thing. Wherever Aaron Rodgers go, you go. Package deal. So you need to be sitting there at the cafeteria table with him when Brian, Mr. Gutekunst, take Aaron Rodgers' keys, valet his car after he does that, and then also he brings his tray, and you need to be sitting there saying, hey, Aaron, look, I know Brian just left, but where are you thinking about going after this year? I want to go too. Make sure you tell those guys we're a package deal. Absolutely not. Don't stay in Appleton, Wisconsin without Aaron Rodgers. You don't do that. Now, understand the other side of it, Wilds, because there is some risk, right? It's inevitable. One of these years, you're going to get hurt. This is not the year for Davante Adams, but you got to be able to mitigate your risk when you're talking about playing football in the National Football League. So, I'm out.
Brandon, I can't believe how wrong you are on this one. I'm in. All the way in. The handwriting is on the wall. I mean, what did Rodgers want the cap room for? Really? Who else is it for? It's for his buddy, Davante Adams. They obviously have been in touch with each other. Davante's been complaining to Aaron about, yo, they won't even make me the top paid receiver in the league. Aaron's like, look, man, I'm going to get you taken care of. Watch this. And let's post this Jordan and Pippen thing while we're at it. And I'm telling you, Davante signed it. Right. And here, I get what you're saying, Brandon, about not wanting to stay in Green Bay in case Rodgers leaves. But like Wilds and I said, there's a chance Rodgers stays. And here's the one reason you do stay even if Rodgers isn't there. Money. I think they're going to now make him the highest paid receiver in the league. That's the only reason he'll stay there long term. And so I think they'll make him the highest paid. He'll stay. And maybe Rodgers will stay with him. But
the Raiders won't do that next year? But what about the Las Vegas Raiders next year? They won't.
Don't risk. What if he gets hurt this year? He's #1 Madden. He may never be #1 Madden again. Right. He's the best receiver in the league right now. This is your chance. Don't risk injury. Don't risk injury. He was hurt a couple games last year.
That's right. So, Brandon, wouldn't you just take a big suitcase full of cash rather than sort of relying on Aaron Rodgers where he wants to go? Like, I get the Gronk and AB thing, but Gronk was retired and AB was floating around and teams were passing on him. And AB was, Tampa signed AB for a bargain. And when it came back up, I don't know if AB got market value for what he's worth right now as a receiver, just because there's still a lot of baggage there. So I agree with Broussard. I'm surprised that you think that you want Davante to sort of tie his career that tightly to Aaron Rodgers. And what if Aaron Rodgers is like, yeah, you know what? I've decided I want to go to the Texans. And what if Davante Adams is like, I don't want to go to the Texans.
What do you mean? Then you go.
I guess so. All right.
Cleveland, you go.
Maybe.
Where do you want to? Anywhere. Name some other teams when you go. Wherever Aaron Rodgers, you go. So here's the deal, Walt. Here's the deal.
Yeah, what if he retires?
Don't retire. Don't do that. Don't follow him to Hawaii.
Jeopardy awaits.
There's no teams in Hawaii. Do not follow him to Hawaii. Here's the deal, Walt. There comes a point, he just signed a big deal, right, a couple years ago, so he's making good money. But wide receivers, and I mean all guys for this matter, there comes a point where you try to figure out what's next for you. So it depends on Davante's goals. If Davante wants to continue to produce at a high level, then he probably needs to go to another situation if he believes Jordan Love isn't that guy. Also, if he wants to win the Super Bowl, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, then you're probably not going to get it done in Green Bay. So for me, when I hit right around the age 30 was when I start thinking about my legacy and I start thinking about what I wanted to accomplish before it was all done. I start thinking about, man, I need to get to a contender. That's why I made the move to the Giants. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened, but they were 11-5 the year before. And they had a top 5 defense. You had Odell Beckham on the other side. Anyways, just kind of reminiscing and bringing up bad memories. But anyways, it depends on his goals. If he wants more success, then he needs to follow Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Jenna, I'm just reminiscing of like when I left the Jets, went to the Giants, thinking it was a better situation, but it really wasn't. We imploded. We won like 3 games, and it was bad. End of my career.
Well, it was. That's true. If you recall, it was DeAndre Hopkins extension that reset the market a couple years ago. Let's see what happens with Davante Adams if he can top D-Hop now. All right, let's stick with the Packers. With this possibly being Aaron Rodgers' last season in Green Bay, how much pressure is on the MVP to win the Super Bowl? Toss that around next. First things first.